Ah bon, vai.
Grenade flash lancée.
Oh.
Lance une grenade.
Assim. Imagina, cima do quilômetro. Assim. Assim. Nervoata, tá fogo. Ué, está normal.
Grenade flash lancée. Grenade lancée.
Mais wesh! Le mec il est au-dessus du toit, wesh aussi.
Grenade flash lancée.
Faut comme là. Oh là.
Je me dirige par là.
Impact ennemi en approche.
Oh, tu vas mourir. Mais quoi?
Grenade.
Wesh, quoi? Des mecs comme... Ah, j'ai... Mais wesh! T'as rien aussi, fils de pute!
Ennemi en approche.
Allez, du comment?
Grenade flash lancée. Grenade lancée.
Bah si.
What's going on here, boys?
J'active une amélioration de combat.
Hélicoptère ennemi en approche.
Yeah, boy. Fuck it up.
On allié actif.
Grenade flash lancée. Grenade lancée. Grenade flash lancée.
Ah, j'ai de merde.
Grenade flash
Ah,
lancée. Grenade flash lancée. Grenade lancée.
my God.
Mais bon.
Bouclier anti-émeute déployé.
Drone ennemi en approche.
Grenade flash lancée. Ennemi abattu. flash lancé. Grenade lancée.
Come on, boys. There's like 10 calls left, so we have to do it. Oh, come on, baby.
Drone de recherche déployé.
Come on, boys. I can do it. Oh my god. I'm there. What's the chances we can kill somebody?
Flash lancé.
Voilà.
Charge en place.
Drone allié actif.
Changement de chargeur. Active une amélioration de combat. Grenade lancée.
Oh my god. Good. GG, boys. Good game. Fair play. So shaggy, man. Your mom is a fucking tramp, you dirty bitch. Yeah. Your mom is a slutty bitch. Fucking mama. You alright?
Ah, pas mal. J'ai encore une ou deux games, après je m'arrête.
Match à mort, par équipe. Autorisation de faire feu.
Ma passion magnifique. Par contre, ma passion.
On a pris l'avantage.
Aïe.
Grenade lancée.
Oh. Oh, wow, 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 wow.
Chargeur en place. Ennemi abattu. Changement de chargeur. Je suis derrière toi.
Minute.
Changement de chargeur.
Oh, wow, wow.
Tire dessus. Je lance une grenade.
Mais what? Oh, prenez vos balles, vous donnez.
Of characters around your
Wesh, c'est...
anything like that. Things there's like they don't have any anti-aliasing it looks like, but then whatever they're using to reconstruct the image or upscale it, it leaves a lot of artifacting or different things, especially when you're swinging the camera or when you just start running with your character. You can see it sort of your weapon breaking up as it's moving back and forth very, very quickly. A little distracting. The image itself feels very grainy most of the time. I guess is the best way I can describe it. But because they have that image set the way they do, it is attempting 60 FPS. I say attempting because I would say it's there more than it does jump around quite a bit. Mostly when there are a lot of people on screen. So I also did like 6v6 team deathmatch, and there were points where you and a bunch of your teammates would run in an alleyway with a bunch of other enemies, and then you would see things start to hitch and move around a bit in terms of that frame rate, and that indeed can be kind of frustrating in a fast, twitchy shooter like Call of Duty that will lean into some of the competitive side, you know, and so that's what you deal with, at least for now, in this beta, the Switch 2. Even the PS5 and the Xbox Series do have 120 hertz modes, where they just aim for 120 frames or something, alright? So, I'm sure people who are interested in the Switch 2 version may get it and then immediately just turn off crossplay, because I do believe, just from what I was playing, the Switch 2 version is at a disadvantage outright, whether it's the lower resolution, so it's kind of harder to see enemies further off, or the fact that they run at half animation when they're further off, or the fact that you may have stutters or drops in frame rates. A lot of it does lean into the Switch 2 version having a harder time against really any of the other versions of the game. I will say, though, handheld mode covered up a lot of the visual deficiencies that I was referring to before, and it actually looked better there. And even like frame rate wise, it seems smoother. I'm not sure if they were tapping into VRR or anything like that. I didn't really get any information conveyed to me. But the issue you run into with handheld mode, the Joy-Cons themselves have very limited travel with the joysticks, so it's actually harder to aim than if you have a Pro Controller. So if you are looking at Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 for the Switch 2 and you're thinking about it, make sure you have the Pro Controller for the Switch 2. I mean, the controller itself is already really good, but having the full sticks, it helps to actually aim and be able to track enemies when you're like aiming down sights or anything. It's just the acceleration for the Joy-Cons, because of the limited movement, it does not at all lean into or at least help you out with Call of Duty. The auto aiming or the aim assist they have will be doing a lot of the heavy lifting there. That said, tabletop mode, Pro Controller, it's actually a pretty good experience. And the only thing I would say that's kind of tough is, again, seeing enemies far off in the distance on that smaller screen front, and you're able to hold it up closer to you, or if you're really close to the screen, it actually is pretty good overall there. And it's funny, it sounds like it's like the worst experience ever for Call of Duty. I guess if you compare it to the others, it would technically be on like the lower tier. But I think people are just kind of interested in seeing Call of Duty on the Switch too. But then in turn also are interested in a casual Call of Duty experience. And if so, the Switch 2 would work for it. And the convenience factor. You'll be able to friends
Oh,
having your
Lord.
Switch 2, be able to just say, oh yeah, I'll jump on with you, even though you're on the PS5 or Xbox, PC. I'll just jump in your room and we'll run some rounds that way. There is mouse mode. I didn't get a chance to try that, although I'm trying to think. I mean, I guess if it is closer to 60 frames per second consistently when the game releases, then I actually think that'd be a pretty good way to go about it. You would want one of those like mouse grips that I see going around and people buying, just to add a little more to the Joy-Con. You're gonna be moving that Joy-Con all over the place for a twitchy shooter like Modern Warfare 4. Make sure you have a bit more to hold on to for the Joy-Con controller in mouse mode. I'm really interested. While I may not look at this one as, oh, this is the version I'd buy for multiplayer, I'm kind of curious about some of the other modes, because I see enough here with multiplayer to where I think campaign would actually be pretty cool on the Switch 2. And what they've shown so far with the campaign actually looks like a campaign I want to play, unlike previous couple where it hasn't been good. And then I'm really interested in Call of Duty Warzone to see how that ends up on the Switch 2. And again, I'm thinking of more of the casual experience, which is usually what I think of with Warzone, but also the idea of having a big battle royale like that, having Modern Warfare 4, having the campaign with the multiplayer on a system that controls like 10 watts, but it's interesting to see Call of Duty make its return to Nintendo with the Switch 2 and actually put on a performance that is at least parity with the other platforms. This week is the beta for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, and then next weekend it'll be the full open beta that will have the Switch 2 included as well. So you can try it out for yourself. As I understand, not it's going to be as sensitive to frame rate or resolution as I or others. Who knows? Maybe as they get closer to the final release, they clean up some of the visuals, stabilize the frame rate a bit more, and if that's the case, I could see this actually being a primary way for platform people to play going forward. Maybe in handheld mode if that is your primary way of playing. But let me know what you guys think about this one down below in the comments. One thing I would have liked to have done, I guess it'll be more possible next weekend with like the big open beta, people would have been trying out game chat with the video feeds on the bottom while the system is trying to keep up with Modern Warfare 4 with the resolution and frame rate. That'd be something to see, and maybe I will try that out then. Thanks guys for watching, and see you next time.
Hello? Yeah? I'm using Still want
either way, but I'll need to get dressed for back in shit as well, sorry.
It doesn't matter.
You sure?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Stephanie actually already made me dinner before.
Oh, which can stop John, I can't got around back out the night.